Question for Dr. Priya. You mentioned earlier that for ladies it's good to eat 2 teaspoons of sesame seed every day. I also read somewhere that whereby sesame seed is hard to digest. So if you eat 2 teaspoons, does it pass out into your motion?
Yeah, so that I had said during my talk, you can lightly roast them.
Would that help to digest it better? Because
anything so cooking is meant for digestion. So whether you roast them, you bake them, or you just saute them. The moment you cook anything, it becomes easier for digestion. The best thing would be to chew them a lot. But if you cannot, if you are a person who is always on the go, grind it and make powder from it. Or the other way is you get these lovely sesame balls in jaggery, which are tasty to eat. I see them all over in supermarkets also. You get sesame cakes made from nothing but brown sugar and sesame. They're round balls.
Chin toy, my favorite. Thank you, Dr. Priya.
Okay, we have 2 questions here. The first one is, I think this is for Dr. Priya. If I can't take nuts, mushrooms, etc., what other foods from plants can I take? I have rheumatoid arthritis.
For rheumatoid arthritis, there is no ban for nuts and proteins. It's uric acid that people who have uric acid are the only people who cannot take high protein diet. So if you have rheumatoid arthritis, there is no ban on nuts and seeds, because rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disorder. It has got nothing to do with your digestion. And it is definitely nothing to do with proteins. But let's presume you have uric acid, high uric acid, which is gout, and you are banned from taking lots of nuts and proteins. Then as I said, all green vegetables have got proteins in them. So as I said, our cow and our horse get their protein from grass, right? That's where we get it from. And we have tons of green vegetables in all the markets in Singapore. So you can have a lot of green vegetables, and that will also give you proteins. And if you really find out, I do not know what is the level of your uric acid, there are some nuts or some vegetable proteins like some legumes which you can have. Yes, so maybe if you can tell me specifically, this is not the place to say that, I understand. There are some which you can still use.
Thank you. Okay, we have another question. A cup of tea after vegetarian lunch, is it harmful for our body? Does it help in our digestion process? I think the question is, if we have a cup of tea after a vegetarian lunch, is it harmful and does it help in digestion?
Green tea.
Doesn't specify.
Okay, if you have green tea or mint tea or any of the herbal teas after your food, then it will help you in digestion, like ginger tea and fennel tea. But if you have the fermented tea, as in the black tea, whether it's Earl Grey or it is any other Ceylon tea or Dilma tea, any of the black tea, then that is going to prevent your digestion. So the herbal teas like green tea, ginger tea, lemongrass tea are okay. The black teas are not okay. The kopi is not okay.
Okay, last question I have. For mothers who have difficulties expressing milk, how does the newborn get its calcium? For mothers who have difficulties in producing breast milk, how do they ensure that their newborn babies get enough calcium or get enough milk?
Okay, now this is something I love talking about. How many cows, people, if you go Google, we have a good search engine called as Google. If you Google and find out whether we are talking about domesticated animals or we are talking about animals in the wild, there are very few mammalian mothers who say that their milk is not enough for their offsprings, right? They not only produce milk enough for their own offspring, they produce milk enough after feeding their offspring to feed all these human offsprings, right? It's human mothers who, half the time, I have patients who say, I don't have enough milk. Not having enough milk is here, not here. And I'm talking that from experience. I'm a working mother. I was in my clinic within a month after my babies were born, and both my babies were cesarean sections. And both my babies have been breastfed till year 2, only with my milk. And when I went to my clinic, my milk was expressed and came, as soon as I came home, I was cow on demand. Right? And I'm not ashamed about it one wee bit. I'm doing the most natural thing, and today I can proudly say I have 2 healthy children. If anybody really, there are very few genuine cases where milk is not produced enough. And if there is really a genuine case like this, then there are lactation consultants in Singapore. Your pediatricians, your gynecologists can help you. And for typing, as I said, nature is very kind. Till age 3, they have casein and renin, and you can use other mammals' milk. If it is a genuine case that there is really no milk being produced, right, then yes. But then when I have patients who come in to me in the 5.5 month of their lactation and say, I think the milk is not enough, the baby keeps on waking up at night. I say 5.5 months, good. World Health Organization says from 6 months the baby is ready to eat outside food. So start the baby on rice, the rice water. Start the baby on banana. Banana gives lots of vitamin C, calcium and magnesium. Give the baby papaya. Give the baby mango. All fruits are good. And fruits also give calcium. Right? And if cow's milk can be given very soon, almond milk can be also given. Almond milk gives good protein and good brain food. Soy milk is also given. Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, these bears did not know milk till the colonization happened. Soy milk was used here, rice milk was used here, brown rice milk was used here. Think out of the box. Just because we were British colonies, all of us, our mindsets have been changed. Doesn't mean we have to remain in the same mindset. Think differently. Think out of the box. There's enough research out there. Go and do your own reading. Don't listen to it because Dr. Priya is saying. Go and Google. Find out for yourself.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask a question to all of you. When you serve the vegetarian food at your student care center, do you get questions from the students? What things do the students want to know about the food? Or the students don't know that it's vegetarian. They just, it's there and they eat it because they're hungry.
We don't usually, okay, I'm coming from a branch where we serve daily, right? We did not really announce to the parents or to the students that, oh, okay, we are on full veg every day. We didn't say that. But of course, we have like older children, when they're queuing up for food, they say, I want chicken, I want chicken. Then we will patiently explain to them that, okay, we don't serve chicken anymore. How about potato, how about tofu, and this and that. Then of course, some of the more curious ones, they will ask, so, oh, why no chicken or something? Then we will also offer the information to tell them why. And I think kids, they react very well to compassion. When you explain to them, like, okay, there's animal cruelty involved, actually it's not healthy, they go through a lot of suffering, it opens up their mind and they ask more. They stop to listen. So I think that is another reason why we want to organize this talk, to empower all our teachers, our aunties, whoever, to explain to them. Don't have to wait for the branches, because branches we did one round already in May. So don't have to wait for the branches. Go out and explain to them. Now we are all knowledgeable. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think one thing, I know a lot of people, the vegetarians in Singapore, but they're very quiet vegetarians. They don't want to disturb anyone. So they just get the vegetarian food. They don't say, I'm vegetarian. But I think we need to be noisy vegetarians. We need to let people know, okay, it's Thursday today. I'm eating vegetarian food because, or, to say to the children, okay, twice a week we have vegetarian food because, and let the children know and get the children to think about that. We want people to be conscious consumers. We want to encourage them to think, to make conscious choices about what they do. And food is something we do at least 3 times a day, so it's a good way to get the children thinking.
So I'll just chip in a little bit because I'm a primary school teacher, and I'm in charge of Green Club in my school. So in our Green Club, we do a lot of environment things, and I show them things like animal suffering. I also show them a bit on... I don't show them... One thing is this, if you want to talk to the kids, especially primary school kids until P6, you have to show them both sides. You have to show them not only the suffering side, but you should show them the protection side. So always when I approach the kids, I show them not the very gruesome kind of suffering, no. Some pictures of animals in cages, and then I show them how the people protect the whales, how the people protect the dolphins. So there should be a negative side and a positive side. So at least they know that the world is not so bad, because we don't want to tell the children the world is very bad. It's not true. A lot of people are just unaware that there's this suffering. But there are also a lot of people that is helping. Like ACRES, they're helping the wild animals, and then there are WWF helping the wild animals, and also there are a lot of PETA, they're helping the farm animals. So we must show them both sides, the negative side and the positive side. And the good news now is the positive side is increasing. And there are not so many quiet vegetarians. We 3 vegetarians now are very noisy vegetarians. They go around telling people, hey, stop your meat intake because of this is compassion reason. I'm talking about environment reason, and she's talking about the health reason. So there's a lot of reason for people to go more plant-based and drop the meat diet a lot. Because we need even the farm system to get out of the factory farm system. We have to close all the factory farms. We have to go back at least to the McDonald's farm, even for the whole world to survive. So we need that. We know that information. We can change. All of us here are empowered to change. It's not in the hands of governments and power stations. It's in the hands of every person on the planet. And we can change that through our diet and through our ways of consuming the products and all this. So everybody has a part to play. And I have actually attended this talk by Dr. Jane Goodall. She's about 70 years old, and she is a vegetarian. She traveled 300 days out of 365 days. And so she's traveling to many, many countries. In each country, she stayed less than 14 days. But in all the countries, she can manage to get vegetarian meals. Can you believe it? Because she asked for it. You just have to ask for it. That is all. And in Singapore, we're very fortunate. Every coffee house, every whatever hawker markets, you will have a vegetarian store there. So it's in Singapore, very little reason. We can actually go to anywhere and we can get vegetarian meals all around. If you don't know, go to VSS website. They have a website there that lists each MRT, what are the different stores of vegetarians around there. You can have that.
And look at your table. VSS has given you a nice pamphlet about what vegetarian foods gives you what nutrition. Also, what are the toxicities of that nutrient if you take it too much, and the remarks about it. So it's very informative. I have those in my clinic, and I give it to my patients because when will I get my omega-3 if I don't eat fish? You have the answer.
Right now, we'd like to present the 3 guest speakers with some tokens of appreciation for their generous offer of their time and energy today. Speaking isn't their full-time job, and they're all here today with a common desire to help our planet, the animals on it, and to share with you about health. Dr. Priya. We'd also like to invite Karen and Andy on stage as well. Thank you, Dr. Priya.
I always think she should be a mascot to Dr. George for Vegetarian Society also. She's so beautiful and she's vegetarian. She's a pure vegan, which means no honey as well.
Dr. George Jacobs, thank you. Mr. Lo Chip Koon, thank you so much for your time.